to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On second down, Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And he is down deep into Giant territory. That goes for a gain of 31. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from the 20. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Time running out here on the play clock. Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to air it out deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This is Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A give to Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This is Perry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A give to Elliott running left. Now they have a first down and more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jamie Collins from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Dumps it complete to Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play. And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with time running out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. It is up and through, and there is your final margin of victory. Is on the final play. They win it by a touchdown. Well, as always,